You know what's officially out in 2025? Forced funnels, fake urgency, value stacking like it's 2012. But you want to know what's in? Building trust, creating connection, and thinking like a real freaking human. That's right. Today, I am breaking down 5 marketing trends for freelancers, service providers, and small business owners who actually care about their audience and customers and want to build a business that makes a lasting impact today. And if you want more real talk marketing advice like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below and ring that bell to be notified when my next video goes live. All right, we are not wasting any time. Let's count them down, starting with marketing trend number 5, context over content. Listen, you have heard me say it before, content is dirt cheap. It used to be true, yes, that if you could just produce more content, post more frequently on social media, put out more videos, more blog posts, that was how you won attention and trust and built a successful business fast. But now that couldn't be farther from the truth. I mean, anyone can use AI tools like ChatGPT or Claude or whatever. People can use AI to generate 100, 1,000, a billion pieces of content if they wanted to. And if everyone can produce content that fast, how are we supposed to win that game? I mean, what is the play here? This is where context over content really comes in, and I want to make sure you get this. AI does not have context. It doesn't have taste. It doesn't have perspective. It doesn't have your point of view, and it does not have your experience-based insights. So here's what this means for your content right now. Instead of putting out more listicles and how-tos, start looking for more ways to showcase more context in your content. And this is what I like to call show, don't tell marketing. Because what is valuable today, right now, is real experience, real data, and real insights. In fact, my subject line split test report is a perfect example of show, don't tell marketing. My team and I analyzed over 100 real subject lines that we sent to our list. We split tested them, we determined the winners, and then we analyzed why we think they work and put it all into a free guide for you. And right now, this is one of my top performing lead magnets based on landing page conversion rate, because insights feel invaluable in the information overload world that we're living in today. Remember, insights are actionable and real, and that is what people are craving, not just like 5 tips on how to write better subject lines. Now, you're going to see a lot more of this show, don't tell marketing in my own content, like in this video and this one and this one. All right, next up, number 4, the messenger over the message. So I'm going to quote my friend Ryan Levesque here, who said, "We are entering into an era where the messenger is almost more important than the message itself." And if you think about it, it kind of makes sense, right? Because messages can be copied, they can be faked, they can be AI baked. But the messenger, aka you and me, cannot be replaced. And this is exactly why you hear me talk so much about the importance of building a personal brand. Yes, even if you are just a service provider. Even if you don't want to be Instagram famous or an influencer, I am not talking about that. Even if you don't give a flying about the number of followers you have. Building a personal brand is so important today because before anyone will want to do business with you, they want to know who you are. You can no longer hide. You are the messenger for your business. Now listen, before you freak out, because I know a lot of people get all worked up when I say personal branding, I'm not saying you need to post on social media every day. I am not saying you need to start posting educational content or become a guru. I'm not even saying that you need to promote yourself online at all. But if you want to build an online business, you at least have to be present online. I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? Show people that you are, in fact, a real human being. Now, I'm not going to dive too much into this topic right now because I have tons of videos specifically on how to build your personal brand that you can watch to your heart's content after this video. In fact, I would recommend my 10-day Instagram challenge for a ridiculously easy and fast way to start showing up online and building your personal brand. And I will link to that video right after this one. All right, next up, marketing trend number 3, conversations over automation. Do you know what happens when we try to over-automate literally everything in our business? We remove connection, which ding, 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 destroys trust. Now, listen, I'm not saying that you shouldn't automate anything in your business. I am a big fan of automation when it makes sense, and I have been automating things in my business for years. And if you follow me on Instagram, then you have probably seen some of my automations. I use a tool called ManyChat to instantly send links to everyone the second they ask for them. It is 100% automated and really convenient for my followers. I also have several email sequences that are 100% automated, right? Every time you sign up for a free resource like my subject line split test report, you will receive an automated email. These automations make sense. They start conversations and they get people engaging with me and my brand, which help build trust. So the problem here isn't using automation. The problem is over automation. I often hear people bragging about how they're replacing their entire customer service team with AI agents. And my first thought is always, great, okay, you're saving some money on labor there, but what are you costing your business in terms of trust? Now, don't get me wrong, AI is a handy tool to get answers quickly when people are looking for them, but how many times have you been in a chat with an AI agent and you literally want to pull your hair out? Are you really then taking the time to email that business and tell them that they have lost your trust and that you're likely not going to do business from them again? Absolutely not. You just move on and you find somebody else who can deliver the same thing. Because one-on-one conversations create more trust than anything else, especially when you're frustrated or confused or need help. Now, actually, I want to share a really great example of how you can totally simplify your marketing through one-on-one conversations. So I recently opened applications to my $10,000 a year RAIN mastermind. Now, I have been running this mastermind for 5 years, since 2021. And for 4 of those years, I tried all kinds of automation to streamline the application process to make it easier for me, not for my customers, right? But it always still felt like I was swimming upstream to get people in the door. It was working before, and then it just stopped working. And then at the same time, I noticed that I would often have people reach out to me out of the blue, when applications weren't even open, asking me about my mastermind. So we chat one-on-one about it for a while, usually through a few voice messages, because that's my favorite way to talk to my audience. And then boom, they wanted in. And then I realized that almost all of my members came from just simple one-on-one conversations like this with me or my team. No sales calls, no gatekeeping information, no fancy funnel. And then just like that, boom, a $10,000 sale. So for the first time this year, I completely changed my entire application process. I made it so simple. I removed any sales calls. I didn't do any webinars. I didn't force people down a funnel. The application was so freaking simple. It was this: complete this application, and if you're a right fit for the mastermind, I will send you a personal email. Yes, an email from me, not my team, with all of the details up front, including the investment, absolutely no gatekeeping, just everything you need to know. And then I also went to their Instagram account and I sent them a personal voice memo. Me, not AI, not a generic message that I could just copy and paste to hundreds of people. I literally opened my phone and I talked to them like a real human being, using their name, letting them know I got their application, a few reasons why I thought they particularly were a great fit for RAIN, and I let them know that I sent an email across with all of the details. And honestly, the feedback from this process was amazing. It was so much easier on me and my team, and the conversion rate was significantly higher than any of the other funnels that we've used before. Now, with that said, this was for a high ticket $10,000 mastermind, so the lemon was really worth the squeeze here. Am I gonna do this for a $27 mini course and send thousands of personal messages every single month? Of course not. You know the answer to that is no. But in your business, only you know when and where it makes sense to automate and where it makes sense to really just be real and keep the conversation personal and one-to-one. The key here is that you're not automating absolutely everything, because people are kind of over it, right? They are starving for connection. All right, we have just 2 more marketing trends left, and they are the big ones. Number 2, time saving over value stacking. So remember when marketers would throw in like $17,000 worth of bonuses for a $297 course? Okay, I am guilty of that. I have done that for pretty much every single digital course launch that I have done in the past. But the truth is, it is not working as well as it used to. Like many things, it works great before, but it doesn't now. And that's because people don't want more content to consume, more hours they need to dedicate to learning something, more videos to watch, more lessons, more, right? Doesn't that just feel like so overwhelming? More things to do is the opposite of what we want in our lives. Now, I don't know about you, but I can barely keep up with the tasks on my to-do list as it is, let alone consume all $17,000 worth of bonuses that you just included with your $297 product. So the question I'm asking myself now is, how can I add more value through helping people save time, not giving them more things to do, which takes their time? Now, of course, don't get me wrong, bonuses are great. We freaking love bonuses, but value is no longer defined in in-depth, time-consuming content. So instead of including hours of additional content or training, I'm thinking about including tools that actually save my customers time and fast-track their transformation. So that might mean including some bonus AI prompts, or copy and paste swipe files, or a laser coaching call with personalized advice. Now, that is valuable and it takes hardly any time to consume. So what can you do to cut your customers' time in half and make it easy versus more time-consuming to work with you? And lastly, and this is a big one, you guys, number one, trust is the new currency. You have heard me say it before, trust is everything. And this is nothing new. Trust has always been incredibly important for marketers and business owners. I like to say that after attention, trust is the most powerful currency that we have in marketing. In fact, right now, we are in what I think is the biggest trust recession we have ever seen in the marketing world. And yes, this is a marketing emergency. According to the Edelman Trust Barometer, which has been measuring trust in key institutional areas and across multiple countries for 25 years, the global trust index is at an all-time low. In fact, the lowest it has ever been since they started measuring trust 25 years ago. In fact, 68% of people believe that business leaders are lying to them, and that number is up from 56% in 2021, which is wild, right? That's not that long ago. And in response to the questions, I trust AI, and I am comfortable with the use of AI by businesses, respectively, over 80% and over 70% of respondents expressed moderate to high grievance in relation to those questions, which of course is fueling even more distrust. And without even looking at this data, you guys, we can all feel this is true, right? I mean, you gotta feel it. Comment below and let me know, but I have a feeling that we are all just like got our backs up at all time. We are waiting, expecting for someone to come along out of the blue and try to scam us or mislead us or dupe us. I mean, literally, it happens every freaking day in the comment section below. So tell me what this means for you. And stop trying to hack your growth by replacing the trust building activities in your business with AI. Again, I've said it a million times. I am a big fan of AI and my team and I use it all the time. I even have a free guide with over 90 AI prompts that we use and love to streamline our creative processes, which you can grab a copy below, by the way. But we never use AI to write any of our content, because here's the thing. There are something called the touch points of trust. They are your content, your communications, and your customer experience. I'm talking about your social media captions, your emails, your blog posts, your programs, your free guides, your customer service. Those are the only activities you do in your business that actually build trust. And if it's not you or another human being doing it, and you're replacing it with AI or automation, how in the world are you expecting anyone to actually trust anything you say? If you're claiming to be an expert or claiming to solve a problem, but it's not even you giving the tips or advice, I mean, how does that make any sense at all? Newsflash, it doesn't. We know it. We feel it every time we see content online that just lacks any sort of meaning or purpose or value. So building trust today means staying true to your word, delivering on your promises, and really thinking about what is best for your customers, not only for you. Don't make overhypey claims that you can't back up. Don't say an offer is limited just to try to trick people into buying now. I mean, that stuff is like age-old marketing 101. Use real social proof. And if you have a team working for you, be 100% honest about who is writing your content. I write or edit every single piece of content that I send out that has my name on it or is posted on any of my accounts. However, there have been a few times where I've been out of the office, like traveling or, on the side of a mountain, and I'm not able to review or write social captions. And in those cases, those emails are always signed off by Team Posse, not by Alex, but by my team. And these kind of things make common sense, right? And they might seem really small and insignificant, but these are the little things, the little touch points that you do do in your marketing that build trust. And over time, you will come out ahead if you follow these trends. So to recap, automations pretending to be you? No, don't do it. AI generated content? Hard pass. More is more marketing? Not anymore. Real trust, real people, real results, real marketing that comes back to actually helping people. Now, these 5 things aren't just trends, they are essential strategies for building a brand that lasts. So which one hit the hardest for you? Let me know in the comments below. My team and I read every single one. Yeah, even the spam ones, so we can delete them. But real people are reading your comments, liking them, and replying to them. Crazy, right? The times we are living in. I cannot wait to hear from you. Make sure to subscribe below for more no BS strategies like this every single week. And like this video if you're tired of the same old online noise. And make sure to stick around because in the next video, I'm gonna walk you through my 10-day Instagram challenge that is so easy and beginner friendly. You'll wanna get started right now. I will see you next week with a brand new video. Until then, I'm Alex. Ciao for now.
All right, guys, if you enjoyed that video, make sure to check out the next one from me right here. And you can click right here to get a free gift.
I recently spoke with Dane Walker, the founder of Rival, the fastest growing branding agency in Australia. And he said something that seriously made me question everything I do on my own social media. He said, people trust people more than they trust businesses. And no matter what kind of business you're in, or how new or how small you are, whether you're a freelancer, a coach, a course creator, an agency owner, or you sell any other type of product or service online, if you are not building a personal brand, you are likely missing out on some serious sales. And one of the best ways to start building your personal brand is on social media, of course. But I'm not talking about cranking out tons of elaborate educational graphics, sharing loads of juicy tips, recreating viral reels, or writing epic inspirational captions every single day. I am talking about something so much more simple than that. Something that you can do in less than 5 minutes a day. It'll keep you front and center in the minds of your audience, boost your engagement, drive more sales, and most importantly of all, it'll build serious trust with your potential clients and customers. Do you want to know what I am talking about? Keep watching.